Hey Forex traders, welcome to Forex Thursdays, the new show that we literally bring you every Thursday. We're literally helping you build yourself up as a Forex trader. We're helping you make more money as a Forex trader. And most importantly, we're helping you identify the Forex scams in the industry that are literally just there to take your money. Okay, so we're literally trying to help you sidestep all of the garbage, all of the scam, all of that just nonsense in the Forex industry and get you straight into profitability, because naturally 95% of Forex traders lose money when it comes to the Forex markets. So what we're doing with this show, Forex Thursdays, every Thursday we're literally trying to bring to you new insights about the Forex markets, both positives and negatives, to show you how to make more money, how to protect your trading account, how to protect your trading account through risk management, through good Forex psychology. And we're literally going across the board in regards to the Forex markets, just to literally get you prepared and get you to profitability, because we ultimately know once you get to profitability, you put yourself in a position where you can start making a good income from the Forex markets, and you can actually put yourself in a position to trade the Forex markets from home and actually enjoy your life. More time with your family, more time with your friends, more time with your kids, etc., to do the things you enjoy. Okay, I'm Israel Kimin. I'm the host of the show today, and what we're going to be covering today is something really, really important. Okay, we're literally going to be talking about the 3 common Forex mistakes that Forex traders commonly fall into. Okay, so I'm literally going to spend today's show talking about 3 common things that literally happens to a majority of Forex traders. They all tend to fall into these same issues basically, and ultimately these issues will typically put you in a position where you're actually putting your trading account, your investment, your trading career as a whole really at risk. Okay, so literally, like I've already said, what we do on this show is every single Thursday we come to you, we bring you some new materials, literally showing you how to increase your Forex profits, how to actually start making money as a Forex trader. And we literally want to highlight all of the scams, all of the just nonsense in the industry that will literally sidetrack you and actually get you off track to actually making consistent returns. Okay. So what you need to do literally is, if you've got any questions, then literally send them into questions@vintageeducation.com, and at some point in a future show, we'll literally present your question in the show and actually potentially answer that question as well. Okay, so questions@vintageeducation.com, and you can have your question answered on the show at some point in the future. So like I said, today's agenda, we're literally covering 3 common Forex mistakes that most Forex traders actually tend to fall down into. Okay, so I'm going to actually go for all of these 3 in today's show, but I'm also going to highlight and give you insights into the potential ramifications. Okay, so let's literally just jump straight into it. Number 1, okay, the first common Forex mistake that Forex traders consistently fall into. Now this is an extremely big one, and this is one that sadly loses lots of Forex traders thousands of dollars. Okay, and that's literally back testing. Okay, now for those of you who don't know what back testing is literally when you go over previous price activity, previous chart activity, and you literally go over it as if with a Forex trading strategy, so to speak. Okay, this is typically commonly done with Forex indicators. Okay, so you'll go over previous trading activity and you'll literally line up what your Forex trading strategy would have actually resulted in. Would it have been profitable over the last 5 years worth of trading? Would it have not been profitable? XYZ. Okay, now backtesting is really popular, and if you don't understand why it's really popular because what people can actually do is they can say, okay, look, this is the strategy I've been using over the last 5 years of backtesting. It's proven. 5 years of backtesting proven. Okay, and it's profitable. Okay, so you can basically take that information now and go and sell it to the public and say, okay, I've got this strategy that works 50, 60, 70, 80% of the time, whatever marketing hook you want to put on it. Okay, or you can say it was 90% accurate over 5 years worth of backtesting proof. Okay, XYZ. And what that basically does from the salesman's or the saleswoman's perspective is put you in a position where you say, okay, I've got some proof to show you that this actually works. Now from the consumer standpoint, which is you, and obviously this is what we need to protect you from, is you get to see this and say, okay, you know what, well, if this has actually been proven over the last 5 years or the last 10 years or the last 25 years, whatever it is, then it must work. Okay, that's what they obviously want you to fall for. Okay, now one thing I want you to understand is backtesting can be really dangerous. Like obviously the whole emphasis of today's show is the 3 common Forex mistakes that Forex traders actually fall into. Okay, a lot of Forex traders get into the position where they say, okay, you know what, what does it look like on a back test? Okay, and all they have to literally say to themselves is it proven on the back test, but through back testing? If they say yes, then literally they'll start using that strategy. But what they don't tell you is, and what you need to understand about back testing is back testing is just like looking over any sort of example in the past, in the future. Okay, there's the common saying, hindsight, or hindsight. Looking at in hindsight is you've got 20/20 vision, basically. Okay. The reason they say that is because you've seen everything that's actually happened. So it's so easy for you to just say, okay, you know what, I would have done this, and oh, surprisingly, I would have made money. Okay. So from that standpoint, you need to be extremely careful and to say to yourself, you know what, although this is being promoted as always been back tested over X amount of years, that doesn't mean anything. Okay. And I'll urge you, okay, to not decide to follow any forex strategy based on backtesting results. Okay, and I say this to my students all the time. Okay, even when I'm personally giving analysis, okay, of previous price activity, I always like to say, look, this is all hearsay. Okay, because when you actually get down to the nuts and bolts of actually forex trading in a live trading setting, all of that stuff goes out the window. Okay, because what these backtests do not take into consideration are, number one, emotion. Okay, emotion is a big factor in forex trading. Okay, it's easy for you to look over previous price activity and say, okay, you know what, I would have bought here or I would have sold here. Okay, when it's real life trading, when your money's on the line, okay, you will act different. Okay, so it's important for you to understand that backtesting results don't mean anything. Okay, literally treat backtesting results as zero gain. Okay, it doesn't guarantee anything for you because it's not tested in a real lifetime example. This is the whole point and the whole issue I've had with over the years with indicators in the forex markets. So I'm talking about moving averages, RSIs, Bollinger Bands, whatever it is. Okay, and there's loads of popular indicators out here, and this isn't, I'm not saying this now to come against those people who created these indicators or anything like that. Okay, I don't know the intentions why these people made these indicators X, Y, Z. Okay, the point I'm making is a lot of forex traders fall for the mistake of thinking that these indicators are actually going to make them rich, and they're not. Okay, from that, because what you need to understand is all of these indicators that are popular and you see on loads of people's charts, they're lagging indicators. In the same way I'm talking about back testing, going over previous activity, these lagging indicators are sold to you as, okay, they're literally working with you and telling you what to do in real time, but they're not. Okay, they're giving you information based off previous activity. And from that standpoint, they will not be able to tell you and say, okay, you know what, go sell now or long or buy now. Okay. I'll give you a personal example. One of the only times I actually used one of these sort of indicators, okay, this is just a typical indicator. It was either going to tell you to buy or sell. Okay, now what actually happened is I actually put this indicator over my chart, and it got to a point where it said buy. So I literally bought. Okay, and then what I started to see is the indicator was literally changing in real time. So that buy it literally told me a couple of minutes ago was now shifting, and at any moment could have told me to actually sell. Again, and based on those kind of examples, you start to see why indicators are not the best bet, or you're not your best bet long term. Okay, so it all comes down to what you really want. Okay, what I personally want is long term success. What I want my students to have is long term success. So I'll teach my students how to trade without indicators. Okay, because indicators might be here today. Okay, and that's even if they work. Okay, let's talk about best case scenario. Let's say indicators work today. They're not guaranteed to work in 6 months or in 6 years. Okay, but if I tell my students, and this is what I actually do, okay, for myself personally, my students, I literally show them, okay, this is what you need to do to trade X, Y, Z. Go and do it. This is something that will work today, will work in 10 years time, will work in 20 years time, will work in 100 years time, as long as there's obviously a trading environment to trade. Okay, so it's that simple, because I want long-term success. So don't get caught up in back testing, even when it comes to results. Okay, even with stuff like what I'm teaching, I would literally say to them, look, I can show you my trades, I can show you students' trades and all those kind of things and returns, but that shouldn't count for zero. Okay, until you actually go and test this out and do this on your own trading account, okay, there is no way for you to validate 100% if this actually works. Okay, even going based off past performance. Okay, you hear it commonly anyway in the financial industry, past performance doesn't guarantee future success. Okay, these are the kind of things we have to say, because what I did previously is not guaranteed to work in the future. Okay, it's just that simple. So you don't want to be relying on an indicator or some sort of backtesting data to say, okay, this strategy is going to work, because you're going to use that indicator, you're going to use that strategy, and it's not actually going to blow your trading account, and you're going to be wondering later on, why didn't it work? The reason it didn't work is because the backtest is a fraud. Okay, in the most case scenarios, backtesting is wrong. Okay, you shouldn't take anything in regards to those in regards to those data. Okay, so that's the first thing, back testing. Okay, another thing you need to understand in regards to common forex mistakes is the trading desk myth, as I like to call it. Okay, and this is actually a really popular one. This is something you'll see time and time again, and I think this is probably going to continue, okay, as long as forex is actually an industry. And this is the whole myth that you need the 20 screen setup. You need all of the screens in front of you on a desk in order to trade the forex market successfully. Okay, you don't. Okay, now this is actually interesting because I want to show you what I literally trade off. Okay, this laptop right here is what I've traded from literally for, think about the last 6 years. Okay, so this laptop just by itself, this is the only laptop I've used. Okay, I don't even have an additional screen. This screen here, right here, okay, I don't use this, okay, for trading. Okay, if I'm actually even going to be using this as I'm trading, I'm using this for something else. Okay, so I might be using it to watch a video or something, or to just do something completely different, unrelated to forex trading. Okay, all you need is literally one laptop. I literally got an email, I think it was yesterday or a couple of days ago, okay, asking me, hey Israel, what laptop and what setup do you recommend for forex trading? And I literally just replied what I've literally said to you. Okay, all you need is one laptop. It doesn't even need to be a special laptop. It just needs to be a laptop that can turn on, can connect to the internet, and there's no obviously issues with the laptop. Okay, just a general laptop. Okay, obviously this laptop is a Lenovo laptop, and the Lenovo is obviously a more high-end laptop brand, but it doesn't matter. It can be any sort of brand as long as the laptop works. Okay, it's just that simple. Okay, don't fall for the myth of you need the 10 screens to be successful. Let me tell you some of the things this whole trading desk myth is actually going to do for you. Okay, it's going to lead you to have lack of focus. Okay, so if you're focusing on 8, 20, however many different screens, okay, what does that do? That allows you less time to focus on what you need to focus on. Okay, so let's say, for example, let's look at two scenarios. Okay, we've got one scenario where we've got 20 screens. Okay, each screen has one currency on it. Okay, that you're looking at. Then you've got a laptop here. Okay, one laptop. Let's say it has 20 screens as well, all mixed up. Okay, do you know how easy it is to cover the ratio of just the laptop screen and actually cover those 12 currencies? Okay, opposed to literally covering the 12 screens that could be in front of you. Okay, one's literally going to be easy. I can do it with just my eyesight, left to right, up and down. Okay, with the 20 desk setup, I need to get up, look to the left, look to the right, look down, look below, look straight ahead. Okay, I'm losing focus. Okay, number two is it's making you focus on things that just aren't going to make you money. Okay, it's actually going to take money from you. Okay, because you're literally going to be spending money on all of these setups when all you literally need is a laptop. Okay, to get you started and actually make money. Okay, there's been a phase within my trading career where at one point I was actually using an additional one, and that was just literally for fun, really. It's for entertainment purposes, from the standpoint of I wanted to see what it's actually like to have multiple screens. Again, I'm here to say again today that look, I still just use one laptop to trade the forex markets. It's that simple. Okay, you don't need additional monitors for other charts and all those kind of things. Don't waste your time. Let's talk about other stuff it does. Okay, it leads you to spend time on things that ultimately don't make you money. The more time you're spending wasting on your perfect forex trading setup and all of that nonsense, okay, the less time you're actually spending on actually making money in your forex trading. And that's ultimately where it comes down to money. Okay, are you making profits? Okay, don't waste your time on these crazy setups, these crazy expensive setups as well, I might add. Okay, you don't need them. It's unnecessary. Okay, don't fall for that myth. Okay, it's not about looking the part. It's about actually being the part. Okay, so if you're going to be dedicated to your forex success, you do not need loads of different screens to make yourself a professional forex trader. Okay, if you've got a setup, I'm not attacking you or cussing you or anything like that. Teach their own. But for the new forex trader, for the trader that's not profitable, Okay, you don't need to waste your time on those kind of things. Once you're a profitable forex trader, okay, and you're making money, then if you want to add all of those screens, okay, for your own leisure and for your own entertainment purposes, then you can, okay. But I'm not going to advise you just to waste your time on these different trading desk sizes and all those kind of stuff for no reason, okay. Just stick to a laptop and actually start trading the forex markets. It's just that simple, okay. So I've covered the second trading myth, the common forex mistake, okay, that forex traders commonly fall into. That's the trading desk myth. And I actually gave you a couple of reasons and disadvantages that actually forces you to actually go in. To wrap up today's show, Forex Thursday, okay, I want to literally talk about the last thing here. And that's literally listening to FX forum gurus. Now, this is going to be a really costly mistake that a lot of you are probably going to make if you haven't made already. Okay. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, this is a common mistake that happens time and time again. Okay. Now, the first thing that happens to a lot of forex traders when they enter the markets is they say to themselves, okay, excuse me, where can I learn to trade the forex markets? Okay, so they go on the internet, they search around, and they join communities, they become members of forums and all these kind of things. And in the forex industry, I'm sure you know the popular forums out there. Okay, there's loads of them. Okay, Baby Pips is a popular one. You've got Trade to Win. You've got Forex Factory, FX Street, all of these different communities out there, okay? Different forums, different kind of communities, etc. Okay? And what typically tends to happen in these communities is you get what I like to call forum gurus. Now, these are the gurus that typically aren't making money from Forex trading, okay? Have literally been in the game for years, so they haven't made money. They've been in the game for years, and they're literally burnt out and just overwhelmed and just fed up with all of the different ways they've literally been duped in the industry. Okay, so the things we're talking about here, like being duped into buying a system based on a backtesting data. That's one thing. Okay, the trading myth, wasting your time focusing on the whole setup. These are the people I'm talking about. These forum gurus that have done all of this stuff. Okay, been literally consumed, been overwhelmed with this stuff, and they've got to the point where they're so skeptical about the markets, okay, that they don't trust anyone anymore. And that's ultimately the reason they don't make money anymore, okay, because they're burnt out through all of this different stuff. And when it's actually come to the point where they should actually go and actually find someone that's actually a solid educator, they spend their days in forums, okay, and because they've been in this industry so long, okay, you know what I'm talking about. There's loads of these people in these forums. They'll say they've been a member for 6 years, 7 years, 10 years, etc. Okay, these are the people giving out all the advice like they're professionals, like they know what they're doing, like they're making money. But these are the worst people to get advice from. Now, I'm not saying everyone. Okay, bear with me. Okay, understand what I'm saying here. Don't take me out of context. I'm not saying everyone that's been in forums for a long amount of time isn't making money. I'm not saying that. Okay. But typically, okay, a lot of the time you see these people, and if you've been in forums for any number of months, okay, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, these are people that are literally just spouting off information that doesn't need to be spouted off. Okay, they'll be telling stories about different stuff, and they'll literally, one of the big things is, and this is where it really gets me, is because a lot of the time they'll say, "Oh, you know what? Don't pay for education, just do it alone." And that is the worst advice you can ever give someone. Okay, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a teacher, okay, and because we sell products and courses and all those kind of things. Okay, I've been a forex trader. I am a forex trader. Okay, I've been in that position where I'm learning to trade the forex markets. And what did I do? Okay, I did exactly what they promote today. I didn't buy education. You know what happened to me? Okay, you waste thousands of hours and you lose thousands of pounds, dollars, whatever your currency is. Okay, in my case, it was pounds. Do you know what started to change things for me? When I started paying for education. Okay, so it's not just because I'm a teacher, it's because I've been in that position where I'm learning to trade, and the best thing you should do is find someone you believe and trust in who educates you the right way and let them teach you how to trade the forex markets, okay? And this is where the mistake happens, okay? Listen to these kind of people, okay? They'll tell you not to pay anyone for education, and what they're literally saying to you is, go and pay the market to teach you, okay? The market is the most expensive teacher in the industry, okay? the market is the most expensive teacher in the industry. The market will literally take all of your money just like that. Okay, and literally, if you're too caught up in the emotions of what's actually happening, you won't learn the lessons. Okay, it's just that simple. So the best thing you can literally do going forward, if you're literally just coming into the Forex market, is say to yourself, okay, let me find someone who's actually teaching good stuff, teaching solid stuff, not selling me a lie. Okay, and I want to learn from them. Okay, because if you want to spend your time in Forex forums and all of these different communities, you can. Okay, I'm not saying they're completely waste of time. There are solid stuff in these material in these forums and communities from time to time, but you really need to mind out if you're actually going to spend time in these communities from these kind of people I'm talking about that literally have just become so skeptical over the industry. Most of them don't even trade anymore. Okay, they just literally because they're so famous, because everyone knows them in the communities, they literally feel obliged to continually show face, so to speak, and keep up the act. Okay, when literally if you ask these people, do you actually trade? Have you actually made money? Okay, they literally won't be able to tell you how much money they've made and all those kind of things. They'll just literally keep spouting off, oh well, there's loads of educators out there that are just duping you. And yes, there are, but these are the reasons why we're creating this show. And we're putting out loads of free content and free materials on a daily basis because we want you to be informed. We want you to be in a position where you're continually making money. Okay, and the things I'm talking about on these shows and all of the materials that we actually give out for free, and obviously my paid for us courses and materials are to help you make money and actually stop wasting your time on garbage. So let's recap. Okay, today's episode, today's show, Forex Thursdays, 3 common myths Forex traders commonly fall into. Number 1, backtesting. Don't fall into the mistake of looking at backtesting data and saying to yourself, okay, this strategy is guaranteed to work, because it's not. Number 2, don't fall for the trading desk myth, which literally means I need to have some sort of fancy trading setup with more than one screen in order to be successful. That's not the case. Okay, you're literally wasting time. Focus on making money. All you need is literally one laptop to be successful. It's that simple. And number 3, okay, don't waste your time listening to these FX forum gurus who are just gurus all in the forums all day, acting like they're gurus when they're literally just been people that haven't made any money, and they just want to spout off negativity and literally keep you away from Forex success. Those are the 3 things in today's show. I hope they've been really helpful to you. Literally subscribe to the channel, share this with your Forex friends, because this is actually going to be beneficial to them. Okay, and if you want to start trading the Forex markets, you want to learn how to do it with me for free, you can literally get your free Forex course today. Express shipped out to you today for free. It's free of charge. We'll do that, ship that to you wherever you are in the world. We'll get it to you free of charge. And literally, what we've actually started doing is, because like I said, if you haven't realized this from what I'm actually talking about in today's episodes, and all of the materials we actually distribute for free, I'm a man of my word. I stand behind my word, and I'm confident in what I'm doing, because it's obviously working for me as a Forex trader and obviously working for my students. So if you want to just literally fast track your journey with me and literally get straight into the nitty gritty, the best content I have to give to you, then literally click the link below this video right now. I'm actually going to give you 7 days free access to my number 1 Forex course. Okay, now if you actually are completely satisfied with that after 7 days, and we'll literally bill you then. But we're literally giving you a test run, a trial run for my best Forex materials, just to show you that I'm actually after your Forex success. So I'm also going to give you lifetime access as well. Okay, if everything's cool, you go through the materials and you're extremely happy, you're going to get lifetime access to my Forex community. Regardless of what happens anyway today, I'm giving you instant access to that community, so you can come into the community, you can interact with me and other Forex traders, and actually we can let us start helping you make money right now, today, in your Forex journey. Thanks and take care.